Okay, question 9. A person builds 3.5 or 3.5 cars in a day. How many cars can the person build in 15.5 days? So this is another good one to set up with the ratios, and that way if you're not sure if you're supposed to multiply or divide, the ratios will tell you what to do. So cars over days equals cars over days. So 3.5 cars in a day means 1 day, so 3.5 over 1 equals how many cars? So we'll put an X in for cars, and 15.5 days. Find the numbers across from each other. 3.5 times 15.5, whoops, 15.5 divided by whatever number's left, which is a 1. That's how you're going to solve for x. So 3.5 times 15.5 equals 54.25 divided by 1. Dividing by 1 doesn't change anything. So that means that the answer is x equals 54.25. And let's see what kind of rounding it wants. It does not mention rounding. If you get a question like this and it's fill in the blank and rounding isn't mentioned, then just give all the decimals that you got in your calculator. 54.25. And the same is true if it's multiple choice. Like say for this one, I don't think they would really do this, but in the case where this is multiple choice and they don't mention rounding and your answer choices are, say, 54, 54.3, 54.2, and 54.25, just pick the one that exactly matches your calculator. Don't read into it like, oh, maybe they wanted me to round, because if they wanted you to round, they should say that. So this would only reasonably be the right answer if it also said round to, say, round to the whole number, then you'd pick 54. If it said round to the 10th, you'd pick 54.3. It would never be 54.2 because the 25 is always going to round up to a 3. And if it said round to the nearest hundredth, then you'd pick 54.25. But if it doesn't mention rounding at all, then go with the one that matches your calculator if it's there. It could also be a situation where the answer choices have been rounded and they didn't tell you, but in that case, there's not going to be multiple rounded answers that would match your answer. So for example, if the answer choices, if they don't mention rounding and the answer choices are 54, 50, 157, and 230, then it's fine that the answer is rounded even though they didn't say that. But in that case, there should only be one rounded answer that matches your answer. In this case, 54.25 would round to 54. Hope that makes sense.